Oh boy. We are going to go to move on to our next guest. Let's go ahead and get him up here. Quite frankly. Give us a moment. Give us a moment. Here we go. Let's see what we got. And by the way, guys, if you want to support either myself or Parker, or Venmos and our PayPals are in the bios. Oh boy, man. I cannot wait to sleep for like 10 hours tonight. I really need it. In fact,
Did you
as
not do
soon
that
as.
last night?
No, I didn't, dude. I got like fucking 5 or 6 hours of sleep, man.
Why?
My
Is it
body
going?
wakes myself up at like 8:30 every morning. I'm pretty sure it's because I need to like buy something to block out like the sunlight from my window. And I went to bed at like 2. And I couldn't go
Oh
back to
yeah, I
bed.
have that in my room. Yeah, you definitely need that, bro.
I need one of those. Maybe that's what I'll do tonight. What's up, Perry? Did you vote for
Totally do
Trump?
that.
Yeah, I support Trump.
Oh, Terry, why?
Well, it's Perry, but well, one of
Sorry.
the best things that Trump did
Sorry,
was
Terry.
when he made like it okay for transgenders in prison to get their medication that they needed. I stood behind that. You know, that's when I
Okay.
was like, that's a
Okay.
good president,
Okay, so you're pro trans.
huh?
So you're pro trans.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Did you
Okay.
know that Trump wants to ban trans people from the military?
And he also wants to ban trans women from competing in women's sports and doesn't even call trans women trans women. He calls them men. And he just emboldens bigots.
I think he just says that for TV because what's that person's name, Jenner? They got a special they got a special thing in Mar-a-Lago. Everybody knows that. You know, they've been buddies for a long time. They probably like camp out together and tell secrets in the dark. For all I
Yeah,
know.
yeah, that definitely doesn't mean that like listen, here's what I'd say. He can still be anti-trans while like hanging out with like a trans individual kind of behind the scenes almost. And then simultaneously, he could also just be like feeding in to like the culture of the right and
Mm.
kind of playing on populism when he makes such senseless, unreasonable, crude, and bigoted remarks against trans people. I mean, I get like the facts of the matter are he emboldens transphobia to an incredibly high degree, and he makes that evidently clear when he calls trans women
Like,
men,
it's actually wild
etc.
to me that you say that you're pro-trans and then you voted for someone who actively ran on transphobia.
Well, I mean, like, okay, but would you guys agree, like, with Trump running and his policies, it really showed and highlighted a really big problem that we had in America, which is like how incredibly fucking stupid people are to actually vote for that man. What's up, dude? I just love your show. Just fucking with you, bro.
I was about to say, I'm like, that just made no sense. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, superpower. I was like, there's no way. Like,
No, dude, honestly, I believed it because like I could see someone trying to make cuz I mean, like someone that he appointed did allow for gender affirming care to go to trans inmates. And I could just see someone like who was very misled making that argument. We're going to go to move on to our next guest. Everybody do just give us a minute here, y'all. Let's see who's next. Let's see who's next. Quite frankly. Quite frankly.
quite frankly.
Oh man. I am a little tired.
By the way, Chad, we trolled MAGA by taking a picture with Hunter Biden, and I got put in a Fox News article, and they thought that we had like a script to like go up and like try to make Hunter Biden look better, like when it was in reality just us trolling and rage baiting MAGA on X. It's so fun. Like I get nothing out of X. It's literally just rage bait against MAGA, and it's so fun. Like it's really fun to rage bait MAGA. The fact that it got into a Fox News article is hilarious because chat that made me closer to verification. So unironically, that rage
Based.
bait actually did help me.
Based. Oh yeah, I applied for mine this morning. Hopefully it'll go through. What's up? Did you vote for Trump? Okay, 5 bajillion miles away from the mic. Yeah. Also, you gotta call it Twitter, bro.
Yeah, I know. I like calling it Twitter too, but like someone said that I should call it by its name. It's like,
Don't call it by its name. You got lied to by the propaganda machine of the right.
you know what? I agree.
Uh,
Never call it X. You know what? I agree.
yup. What's up, Dylan? Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did, and I'm proud.
Okay, why did you vote for Trump?
Um, I don't know what I'm doing. I love y'all. God bless. Have a great night.
God bless
I
you,
was
man.
like, are you sure? I don't think you did. I don't think you did. Because whenever someone comes on, I appreciate the confetti. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Oh, I'm 22.
Did you vote Trump?
I did not. I just want to say I love what you guys are doing. Thank
Appreciate you.
you.
Appreciate you. You know, whenever someone comes on, I lack trust, chat. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
What's up? I'm 22, man. Y'all good
Hey,
a real job. I move on.
what is a real job?
A real job, but why
Bro.
y'all still on this president shit? Do some real shit.
Can you tell me what a real job is?
A real job, bro. Go get
You know what? We don't have real jobs, but we literally got invited to the White
I
House by
can't-
the President of the United States.
I can't do enough for you, man. I
Brother.
Yeah,
can't.
seriously. What else do we need to do, dude?
Move on.
Seriously.
Move on. Get a life.
In
Get a
the-
life, dude. What do you mean?
Danny, one moment. In the last 24 hours of my life, I have been to the White House. I've gotten over 10 million views on all my social platforms, and I've had an article released about me on the New York Times. And
All
you're
right.
still sitting here telling me to get a life.
What did that do?
Brother,
for
I
people?
got one.
Make an impact in the world. What did that do for people?
What do you mean make an impact in the world? There's fucking 7,000 people in the live. Danny, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing, bro?
What are y'all
What do you
doing?
do?
Y'all sit
Well,
on
what
TikTok
type of
live all day.
content? What type of You're on our live right now.
I
You
am.
spent
Get a
over
life.
30
I saw
minutes
shit
on
that's goofy.
Hey Danny,
I saw
you
it
spent
whenever
over
the
30
election was
minutes
going
on the
on,
live.
but it's
I
still
can see
going
how
on.
long you've been on the live, Danny. You've spent over 30 minutes on the live.
Okay, that's a fucking lie because I just
That's
hopped on
not.
that ass. Yes, it is.
That's not true at all.
Yes,
It
it
says
is,
they're
brother.
over 30 minutes watch time.
I promise that's not true.
Really?
I promise you.
Really?
You can say all you
Mhm.
want. Get a real fucking life, brother.
Get a real life? What do you do that I don't do?
I work.
You work? I'm fucking working right now,
He's,
genius.
he's cooking your
Jeez.
ass. Yeah, Parker.
You ain't
get it.
working.
You're
You're
cooking me,
sitting
dude.
on a chair, not
Good
doing
job,
shit.
Parker.
Just
This
debating with people on
is
TikTok.
doing shit. This is doing that's
Um,
called doing shit, Danny.
Hey, Justin, thank you so much for the $25 donation on Venmo for the hourly wage. I appreciate that,
Oh my,
Justin. Thank you so
congratulations,
much.
bro. Nah, but for real, it's because I saw y'all the other time when y'all doing the election, and I thought y'all moved on. Right? Trump's
Well-
already president. What are y'all gonna do about it?
Well,
He's not currently president,
he's
genius.
He's not president yet. That happens in January. But the point is,
He's gonna be president. Put me wrong.
well, you're right. So, the reason why these lives are still important is because we want more people to understand that Trump isn't the right pick, and we want more people to move towards liberalism.
Because he's ultimately the face of the Republican Party as of right now.
Yeah,
Yes.
So we're debating against the Republican Party against the right wing.
because we want better outcomes in the long term, like in the
Yeah.
next 2 and 4 years when midterms and the general come around again.
Mhm.
It's like I understand that this is probably a lot different from more conventional jobs, but that doesn't mean that it's not a job. I love what I do. I would not trade it for the world. If I won the lottery, I'd still be on here right now. But luckily I am positioned in a place where I am financially I do financially rely on what I do, which is super nice. It's my dream. And I think that I've done well. I think that Parker's done well. I think that we have an impact. So yeah, I don't get the comments.
It just didn't seem like a real life to me. But we're in a different age now. I guess that makes sense. Making money off TikTok live and shit. But
Yeah, well, I mean, live streamers have existed forever. For instance, does let's see, does Ninja have
Does
a job?
iShow Speed have a job?
Does Speed have a job?
Nah, I want to say that's not a real job, bro.
That's not a job?
Are you saying
That's not
because
real
Are
job.
you trolling, dude? Bro makes millions of dollars and you still
Yeah.
don't think it's a job?
Nah, yeah, it's all these people who literally make these people millionaires.
maybe because
Because
I
they
mean
have a job.
streaming isn't as hard in my mind. It's not as difficult as even working at Wendy's. I struggled more working at Wendy's than doing what I do right now.
Trump didn't have a job when he was on The Apprentice?
But that doesn't mean
He's
it's
running
not
for
true.
president, brother.
What?
Running for president is different.
No, I said when he was on The Apprentice, did he have a job?
I mean, he was in politics. He was trying to.
He wasn't in politics yet.
He wasn't. I don't know. I don't know shit about Trump, but
Wow, very intelligent.
this is what you do for a living.
Yeah, is that hard to understand?
Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah, to be honest,
What's so hard to understand?
it's just I'm baffled, brother.
Well,
It's what?
maybe there's like unique challenges that you don't see. Like, I mean, a lot kind of goes into like the research that we do in order to be in this position. Although, like, I'd say that it's easier to like live stream than to work like a conventional 9 to 5. There's like
Yeah.
very special challenges associated with being like a live streamer that like focuses on like political debate. Like, I'd say like out of all of like the niches for live streaming, we're definitely in the most difficult.
One of the most. I wouldn't say the most
I would
difficult, but
say-
one
yeah,
of the
I would
most
say-
difficult.
Yeah, one of the most difficult, I would say, yeah.
What would
'Cause, I mean,
compete
this-
in like live streaming niches? What would compete? Maybe like the
And,
people. That do,
I,
like,
I guess
the-
in live streaming niches, sure. I mean, I think that certain certain larger streamers might have a little bit more to do, like because they have like a more production process maybe, but like I wouldn't know. So yeah, I agree more with live streaming, but I just meant like in content in general. There's a lot of people who make content that are like probably put in a lot of effort that we aren't taking into account.
I do have a question though. So as streamers, how do y'all keep y'all's money safe? Like, cause y'all are
Why are you asking us this question, dude?
because I'm genuinely wondering how this streamer shit works. So since y'all are,
Do you want to like give a reason why you want to vote Trump, or why you voted Trump? Sorry.
no, I came out here to be like get a life, but
Wow, dude. Sounds like you need to get a life, man. It sounds
Yeah.
like you really need to get a life.
I mean, I like those comments don't really affect me. You know, like I'm fine with having those conversations. We're gonna go to move on.
Hey,
hey, stop! No, you stop.
DZ.
We need to have a
Hey,
conversation.
Parker.
No. I have a question. Do you know what a 5150 is?
Maybe.
I have an idea. Let's go on a date. Let's go on a date. You and
Oh
me.
my God, Dean.
Down to the we'll call
My
it
clothes just
what, now
just
what,
disappeared.
stop. We'll call the date a 5150.
Oh,
How about that? Yeah. So
Wait.
what we could do, all right? We need to make sure that you're okay. We'll call the date a 5150.
I'm scared.
Oh
I'm
no, don't be
scared.
scared. Don't be scared. Okay. The receptionist will help you out. You know, lead you into the back room where we could.
Are
sit down
you
and-
gonna be there, sexy?
Yeah.
You better
I'll-
be there,
so-
oiled up, behind the counter.
It's at the nearest mental health clinic.
Oh well. Squirt in my mouth.
Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta elevate. I need elevation after that.
God, I just want to get them help. Like go on the date, the 5150. At the local mental health clinic, I'll be there. I'll be in the back room, just check yourself in with the receptionist, and they'll lead you to the private dinner.
Okay, Dean. Okay, Dean. You're done. You're done, buddy. You're done.
I'm
You're done.
worried.
I already know this is gonna be on someone's fucking TikTok.
Oh
Brenna,
well,
how much you want to bet? Tonight I'm gonna be scrolling on TikTok, and I'm gonna scroll past Verena on my For You page, and it's gonna be that clip, and it's gonna contain this. Like I promise you, watch
Boy,
it happen.
I think she lives in a different time zone. I bet she's asleep right now.
What's up, y'all?
Oh, someone's gonna send it to her.
Yes, I voted for Trump. First thing I would like to say is thank you for helping your friend Parker with his fall off. I know it's been hard for him.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
So shout out to
What
Dean
the
for that.
what the fuck? And if you go look at his page, his second most recent video has 1.3 million views. Since when was that?
Yeah, but he
considered a
doesn't get no
fall-off?
views on lives no more. He's falling off, so he has to come. You help him out a little bit. So I want
Wait,
to.
what does
certainly
no
does.
views mean?
you barely. I mean, you used to get like 10K, and now you're at like 3 max. Like you're not touching anything near what Dean's getting. So I mean, enough said about that.
Wait. I actually
3 max.
want to introduce the idea.
Totally.
So recently, Mr. Beast collabed with like Big AJ and the Rizzler and like Gina, the Chick-fil-A sauce girl, and all these other people, and they all made videos together. And I just want it to be like incredibly known. Like Parker's 5-second video of being like going to the White House, wish us luck, has more views than any of those collaborative posts with Mr. Beast does. Like I'm pretty sure Parker's doing all right.
He pays for those. But anyways, okay, let's get down.
I paid for them. Also, I just want to let you know. Go on a second account and take a video of your face and get over 200K views. I'd love to see it.
Dude, I'm so beautiful.
I'd love to see it, dude.
Anyways,
I'd
okay.
seriously love to
Bro,
see it.
let's get serious. Okay.
Allie, thank
dude,
you so much
you
for
guys
the
are so
$3.
against,
Love you. Thank you for the $5. Thank you.
You guys are so against
love to see it.
tariffs, but Biden has done more tariffs than Trump did in his first time in office. So what's the deal?
Can you tell me what a tariff is, Balloon?
Yes, it's a tax on imported goods.
Oh, you
Okay, does the tax on the imported good cause prices to go up?
Can you? No. We ain't changing that. Why are you guys so?
Does the tax on the imported good cause prices to go up?
Well, I can answer
mean-
to him real quick, so then he could respond to you about like Biden and Trump and tariffs. Yeah, we even disagree with like Biden's tariffs, but like ultimately, like some tariffs on China are significantly less consequential than blanket tariffs on all goods imported into the country.
So
But if
can
wanna
you
answer Parker's question, go for it.
can you at least
Stephanie,
say-
thank you so much for the $10 for love you, Parker. Thank you
Can
so
you
much.
at least
Sid, thank you for the
admit-
$15 for the king of falling off, King. Thank you so much. I
Can
appreciate
you
it.
at least-
Sarah, thank you for the $5 to help me pay for views. Thank you so much, Sarah. I
Oh my
appreciate it.
God.
And Gina, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much, Gina.
Parker, you're so petty. Hey, bro, you're so petty, bro. Hey,
What are
listen.
you talking about?
Okay, but for real, can you at least admit that Biden did more tariffs than Trump his first go
I'm
around?
actually not too sure. I don't know if that's accurate, but we do know that he did continue the tariffs on China, which we disagree with.
Okay.
But it's the blanket tariffs that are like an imminent threat to the livelihood of all Americans. I mean, like for instance, the tariffs on Canada, right, are expected to raise the price of gasoline by like a dollar a fucking gallon. Man, like that's bad.
That is bad. That's bad.
He's failing off. He's
Right.
failing.
Parker, you fell off, bro. I mean, let's just keep it 100, bro.
Wait, dude. Okay, if getting multiple. If I've fallen off right now, that's good, dude. I would take it. I would take it. That's falling off. That's crazy.
Okay, listen. Okay, let's. All right. Yeah. Whatever.
Why don't you say that I fell off?
Dean, you're not gonna fall off. You have a personality that people just want to fucking.
No,
eat up.
I dropped views more
What?
than Parker did. On the day of the election,
No,
I was getting
no.
40K consecutive viewers. Now I'm down to 7.7. I had a much more larger. I had a larger fall off.
But you're
numbers for
consistent
numbers
with
than
these
Parker.
numbers. Yours are consistent 7, 8 to 10.
Yeah. But Balone doesn't realize that
Parker-
I'm on like a
Then
third
Parker
account
wants-
because I'm account
No,
warning.
Parker wants to blame
has
the
no
TikTok.
brain.
He said, okay, here's what Parker said when I talked to him last. He said, oh, well, Dean's, because the TikTok thing, Dean's got taken care of and mine's still in effect. Bro, Parker, stop lying, bro. Like,
Yeah, because
for-
I have an account warning. You're mad.
Oh my
You're
God.
literally you're mad. You're so mad.
No,
Bro,
no,
I'm not mad. I'm just
listen,
being.
Blum.
Okay,
Blum,
let's
those
keep it-
those things sound like bullshit to people that don't really understand like how it works internally. And, like honestly, like
If I go
No
live and get
one's-
banned, I am permanently banned.
Yeah, no
you
one's
see what this
under-
is?
no one's under like any obligation to describe this to you, by the way. But I mean, I guess I will regardless. So TikTok has like a strike system with like live stream bans, and if you get enough, they'll just permanently ban your entire accounts. And like Parker's at a threshold where if he gets another ban on his main account, his whole account is gone. So he can't even use that to go live.
Okay,
I'd implore you to like watch my live later when I'm gonna go on my second account and just do Q&A. Like
I'm always
probably
watching
get
your
around
live.
3 to
I always
4K
watch all.
viewers. Like significantly less, very like similar to what like Parker would get like on a debate stream, if not even less. So I mean, it's I'm like falling off. It's just like account related. But
Okay,
regardless,
and-
why did you vote for Trump?
Brittany, thank you so much for the $5 to
Alright,
help
we'll
me
get
be
into
petty.
that. One
Echo,
more
thank you
thing.
for the $1. Thank you so much.
One
Jude,
more
thank you
thing.
so much for the $1. Jessica, thank you so much for the $10. I appreciate it, Jessica. Thank you so much. Danessa, thank you so much. I appreciate the $5 for the Fall Off King.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
gosh. Okay, listen. Last thing, and then we can get into the Trump shit. Where can I find y'all when TikTok? Well, if TikTok gets banned, like for real, for real.
Are you just like a fan that's trolling?
No, I like you guys. Like y'all are fun, but I'm still a Trump supporter. Like y'all are funny, bro. Like some of the shit y'all be doing, y'all really just.
We'll be on YouTube. But what's the reason why you voted Trump?
Okay, the reason, just really, I'm a Christian, so I believe more of the things than, what Kamala believes in. Kamala, yeah, sorry.
She's a Christian. Did you know that? Katie, think of the $5.
I mean-
And what about you being a Christian means you want to vote for him?
Eleanor,
The
thank you
reason
for the $5 on PayPal.
Is a
Appreciate
lot
you
of
for the
people
love.
respect
Mwah.
him. He gets invited. I mean, look at what's happening. He's not even in office right now, and he has control to basically shut down the government. I mean, that is crazy.
That is dumb. If you
that
think
is-
that's a good idea, if you think
No,
that's
I
that's
don't
all.
think-
By
I
the
mean,
way,
it
that's
just
Elon
shows
Musk. If
you-
you think that's a good idea, though,
It shows
you're-
you
you are,
the
like,
power
actually,
he has,
like,
and
lost,
he's not
bro.
even in office. He has so much respect, and he's not even in office.
But that's a bad thing. Wait, you're actually right. Yes, Trump has so much power over the Republican Party when he's not in office. You're right. He did that with a border bill too. Like literally, because he didn't want the border bill and he didn't want like the additional spending. He made it so Congress didn't pass that shit. That is
And
an
guess
immense
what you
amount of
guys did?
power.
You guys sold-
One moment. Everything that you're saying right now is right. You're actually right about this part. But that's not a good thing, bro. Like, we think that Trump is really stupid and really dangerous, right? And the fact that the American people, for whatever reason, decided to give this stupid, dangerous man so much power to influence their day-to-day lives is so fucking bad. But if you want to talk about respect from other world leaders, Donald Trump has none, bro. Literally, Macron from France posted a video on his Twitter making fun of Trump with Donald Tusk from
Oh
Poland.
my
or
gosh,
wherever
the
hell
little
he's from.
handshake.
And then like, yes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They were
Yes.
laughing at
Oh
him.
my
At, like
gosh.
the UN one of like the UN summits like 5 years ago as well. A whole like group of people in there, over like 50 people, all laughed directly at Trump. Like now Canada is threatening to revoke all oil and gas that they're sending into America because of him. Like the president of Mexico is calling him a liar on Twitter. Like, no, he actually doesn't have that much respect from other world leaders. I want to make that very clear.
Okay, do you guys respect the decision on the Democratic Party that they sold the border material for pennies on the dollar right before Trump gets into office? Do you guys support
Eleanor,
That's
thank you for the
that's
$5
actually-
on PayPal. Thank you, Eleanor.
That's real, but that's funny, dude. That's hilarious,
You
bro.
think that's funny?
Yes, dude. That's fucking hilarious, dude.
How is that funny?
Because who gives a fuck? I don't think the
Who
border
gives a
wall is
fuck
effective.
about what taxpayers paid for, right? Who gives a
Wait,
fuck?
where taxpayers are gaining money? Trump wasted the fucking money on a wall, dude.
Haley, thank you for the $5
You
on
guys are
PayPal.
selling for nothing.
I'm gonna buy some of it. Should I
Yeah,
buy some of the
seriously,
wall?
let's buy some wall to keep the MAGA out.
Yeah, we'll just
Appreciate
then we'll
the bitch
just
face.
yeah we'll like move it from the southern border to like I don't know, like
Florida.
Alabama and Florida.
We're gonna we're just gonna cut off Florida.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Dude,
Come on, Who
okay.
gives a shit? He wants to spend. Dude, he wants to spend like $8 trillion.
They were right. We need a southern border, but at that southern border, I promise you, it's gonna be on the border of Florida and the rest of the U.S.
Did you guys read what the Congress put out like today? The $100 billion they want to increase their budget to?
Wait, actually, I just randomly thought about this. Blown, I have a question. Do you think you can pay for views on live streams?
Dude, you have so many bots. I know you pay for your views, bro.
You can pay for views on live streams, dude. You know what's crazy? You think I fell off, and then you also think I'm doing so good that I have to bot. This guy, dude. This guy is
No.
so smart,
No,
bro.
that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
Dude, I fell off, but I'm also doing so good that I'm botting the stream, dude. That's crazy, man.
Okay, anyways, all right. But for real, did you guys read what the Congress did today?
Yeah, what do you mean? They voted against the thing that was brought up in terms of the spending bill because it was a heavily shifted Republican bill. Like you guys knew that that was gonna happen when you shut down the fucking bill because if Elon Musk didn't want it.
Yeah.
Caitlin, thank you for the $5 for not a bot.
Wait, do you think I buy viewers?
No, Dean, I don't think you buy viewers.
Dude.
If I don't buy viewers, why would Parker?
Because Parker fell off.
Dude, you're trolling.
No, I'm so
You're
serious.
trolling.
He's
No,
bro.
you're
totally
trolling.
trolling.
You're
Every
trolling.
time I talk to Parker, I tell him like, bro, he used to be up, but like that was when he was in his aggressive stage, and you kept that aggressive stage for the most part. Parker is just kind of not aggressive anymore, and it's like, all right,
You're trolling.
Christiana,
You're
yeah, you totally are
trolling.
trolling.
Everything I love,
trolling.
I am
I don't
not
even.
trolling.
I don't even believe you. I don't even believe you. I think you're trolling.
Okay, see, I'm being for real. I'm being,
I have a question. How many viewers do you get when you go live?
dude. I can't even go live. I can't even go live. I'm talking shit, but I can't even go live. But listen, okay, y'all, this is what y'all do though. Like, this is y'all's platform. Y'all are
Katie,
pretty,
thank you so much for the
I just
$5
wish-
on Venmo
bro.
to contribute to Cutting Off Florida.
I just wish, like, I think the major thing with the Democratic Party that they hate Trump for is the abortion. And I wish that maybe, you know what, Trump, maybe I just wish he would just say, fuck it, let's just unify this country. And
You know what, dude? I just like I think that I just like I would want a president that, you know, respected women's rights, even though I voted against them, you know.
Well,
Ashani, thank you for the
shut the fuck
$5 on PayPal for being a bot. Thank you for the money from the bot.
that was definitely a bot.
Yeah, can we get
Caitlin,
some?
thank you
Can we get
Caitlin,
some?
thank you for the $5 for not a bot. Katie, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. I appreciate
Bro,
it.
there
Echo,
is
thank you for the dollar.
nobody sending you that, bro. He is definitely just saying random names, bro.
Wait, but when I just thanked Ashani,
person's
for
totally
the
trolling. I don't believe
$5,
him.
were they real?
No, they were definitely real.
No, this guy's funny. This guy's funny, but he's
All
trolling,
right,
but
bro.
he's
I'm gonna
funny.
let y'all fucking talk to somebody smart, bro. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, yeah.
Eleanor, thank you so much. I appreciate the $5. Thank you so much.
it's
I
pretty
appreciate
funny.
it.
Pretty funny. I appreciate the jokes. Funny guy. Funny guy. Moving on to our next guest. Everybody, give us a moment. Quite frank. Oh, by the way, this will probably be one of the last guests of.
They actually let me up. Parker, I'm gonna sit on your fucking face. You're so goddamn fine. Oh my gosh. Holy shit.
Okay, let's go on to the next person. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. We are just looking for some debates. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. Let's get this next person up here real quick.
Huh.
All right, all right, all right. Just you know, zone out. I'm elevated, so easy to zone out. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, did you vote Trump?
No, actually, I wanted to correct some information on
We appreciate you. We appreciate you, but we are just looking for some debates. I appreciate you so much. Do you know you okay, man?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Hello?
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
18. No, 19.
Anna, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. Did you vote Trump? All
I
right.
did.
Why so?
I liked his no overtime tax. I like the fact that we're gonna secure our borders. I did work in property management for a couple of years and I saw the worst of it. There's a couple other reasons, but what do you think of that? Hello?
Okay, so yeah, in terms of the no tax on overtime, so you think that's gonna be good because it's gonna positively impact the middle class?
So, of course, a tax on overtime is a tax on the poor. I was doing my research.
Okay. So then, what you don't understand is comparing the Trump tax plan to the Harris tax plan. That the Trump tax plan would increase taxes on the working poor, whereas Kamala Harris's tax plan would decrease taxes on the working poor, right? And then at that same time, Kamala Harris's tax plan would increase taxes on the very rich, right? Whereas Donald Trump would cut taxes massively for the rich. So I don't know how you can argue that when he's advocating for tariffs that are regressive.
Lovey,
Okay, so
thank
Parker-
you so much for the $30 on Venmo. I appreciate you so much for the love. Everybody, please show Lovey some love down below in that comment section.
Parker,
Thank
I'd love
you so
to
much
address
for
what
the
you just said.
$30 donation.
Right? So you can say those
And
things,
then Mia,
right?
thank you for the $7 donation on PayPal. Thank you, Mia and Lovey.
Parker, you can say those things, right? But that's not actually true, right? So if you take away income tax, how are we paying more taxes, right? If you take away overtime tax, how are we paying more taxes?
Wait, so
Biden-
you think he's going to replace income tax with tariffs? You understand that would have to be a literally like 100% tariff on every good coming to the country, which you understand if we had 100% tariff, right? That would
Parker.
literally cause massive tax
Okay.
increases
Can
on
I?
the working poor, and that would shift our tax system from being progressive to being regressive.
Okay. So you do realize, so if you look at the spending for each presidency, yes, Biden or Trump spent 3 trillion his 2020 year.
Cody, are you in Dean's server?
Yeah.
So are you doing devil's advocate?
What is
'Cause
that?
Lovey just sent me $5 saying you're doing devil's advocate in your Dean server.
I don't know.
Haley,
What's
thank you
the,
for the $5. Katie, thank you for the $5. Akano, thank you so much. I appreciate the $5.
what's
And Anna,
devil's
thank you for the 10.
advocate?
Like you're essentially like you don't actually support Trump. You're just coming up here to argue that.
No, dude. I voted for Trump. I voted by mail. I'm from Wisconsin.
Eleanor, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much. All right.
But if I could address you on what we were just talking about, Biden doubled some of Trump's tariffs. So I don't see how you guys can be against tariffs when Biden did it. You know, like he
Chris,
doubled the
we
tariff.
don't disagree with tariffs in every single circumstance. We disagree with things like universal tariffs or placing tariffs on Canada, right?
Okay, are you familiar with the World Trade Organization and the USMCA?
Yes. The USMCA, actually specifically the trade agreement we had previously through Trump with Canada and Mexico, decreased tariffs. So what
Yes.
you're advocating for would go against the USMCA.
No,
What you're arguing is
saying-
that if okay.
Sorry. I'm saying that you can say those things, right? You can say you're going to give tariffs, but through the WTO and the USMCA, you can lower tariffs on certain things, okay? I don't think he's actually going to implement tariffs on everything. And there's a happy medium, all right? I'm big into the stock market. Right now, I think that we don't have tariffs high enough. There's a happy medium, supply and demand. Once those tariffs are at that perfect amount, then he'll stop implementing them. You know what I'm saying? And
What
I'd
does
like
that
to.
even mean? What does that even mean? What is the perfect amount of tariffs?
So right now, what is our tariff on aluminum coming in from Canada? Let's say it's 15%. Maybe it needs to be more without affecting that price. There's
So you're
profit
saying
margins.
maybe these things needs to be more. You're not telling me what specifically, and also then you're arguing that the USMCA wasn't a good trade agreement because the certain set of tariff that it implemented was not the correct amount.
Okay. All I'm saying is there's a lot of fluctuation, right, within this stuff. The WTO and the USMCA, right? You can implement tariffs, but you can still change them. It's not a hard set thing. Just because Trump said he's going to implement tariffs at 35% doesn't mean he's going to implement it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go through the WTO on certain products and then no tariffs on that trade.
Okay, so again, so do you think the USMCA was a bad trade agreement?
I didn't know the prices of those things, so I'm not very involved in it. All I'm saying is that yes, Trump implemented tariffs, but then he implemented the USMCA to take away certain tariffs on things that we needed, right? And through the WTO, let's say we need aluminum.
So
And-
are you arguing? So is it a good or bad trade agreement? Because if it's a good trade agreement, well then we should keep it, right? We shouldn't go against it by increasing tariffs on them.
Well, I don't think I have to decide. I'm just trying to prove my point. Let's talk about something else, all right? Let's talk about taxes on the rich, okay? So I would love to hear from you how Donald Trump taxes the poor more than the rich, right? So right now, there is a 25% long-term gains tax, right, on everyone, okay? Which is over
No.
400,000. Huh?
No,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the bracket is currently 20%.
it's 25% over 400.
The top is 20%. I don't know why this is relevant though.
Long-term gains tax brackets. Holy shit, you're right. It's 20%. Over 400K.
Yeah, it's 20% is the highest.
My apologies. Anyway, wow, I'm surprised to see that. So let's say you have somebody who is making 100 million, right? And they're in businesses and all that sort of thing. They're carrying all the risk, so they should be the ones making the money. How can you argue that rich people are taxed less? Is what I want to know.
Really, I have a question, right? Within typical society, right? Are we like assuming that like people don't have a risk in terms of the time that they're giving up, or a risk in terms of what's going to be the effect on their body? Like, what are we qualifying as risk here?
Money.
Are you just saying
Money
that
is at risk.
capital?
Money is
Okay.
at risk.
Okay. Would you say money is a greater risk or someone's life is a greater risk?
Definitely
Like,
someone's
so whether
life.
or
Where are
not
we
someone
going with
loses
this?
their life. Okay, well then why would we specifically say that we care more, right, about the fact that someone had to risk their money than we care about someone dying? 45,000 to 68,000 people die every single year due to lack of health insurance. I'd
Yeah,
rather
these
spend the
fucking
money on
Dude.
healthcare to ensure that less people die, tens of thousands of people less die, than I
Yep.
would care about the fact that someone put in a little bit more risk, right, and is taxed at a little bit of a higher rate because they make over $500,000 in a year.
Wait.
Okay.
Also, are you saying that rich people should be taxed less because they take the risk to start a business?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying we're taxed all the same. And you just told me, you disagreed with me, right? Rich people and middle class are taxed the exact same in long-term capital gains, and they're actually taxed more in income tax.
So no, if you look at the capital gains tax rate for $0 to $50,000 single,
It's 0%.
it's 0%.
Exactly. So how
Yeah,
can you
that's
argue that
comparative to
rich
20%.
people are getting all these tax breaks?
Yeah, well, because specifically within the context of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, most of the tax cuts went to people who are in the top 1%. Donald Trump's tax policy is literally taking money from poor people and giving it to rich people. He's Robin Hood for the rich. That's
Okay, you just
ultimately what his tax policy is. And you guys are like, yes, steal money
Parker.
from people who need it and give it to
Parker.
rich people who don't, who are just going to spend it on themselves and stock buybacks.
So Parker, we just discussed that 0% for what was it, 50,000, and then over 400,000 is 20%. So where is the tax cuts for the rich when the rich are paying taxes? More
So if
taxes than the poor.
Yeah, so I think that the people who are rich should be paying the most
More.
of the taxes
You
because
think-
they're the ones who have the income.
Wait, do you disagree? Wait, Cody, I could run you down on this really quickly. Do you disagree with progressive taxing?
Explain progressive tax. Like the more you make, the more you're taxed.
The more money you make, the more you're proportionately taxed to your income.
Let me think here.
Do you think that's
All
a
I'm
bad thing?
saying,
I think
I'm not disagreeing or agreeing. I'm saying
I want you to affirm a statement. Do you think that progressive taxation systems are bad?
I don't think it's something you can just agree or disagree on, my guy. I'm saying
I
that.
mean, what do you think is better, a flat tax or progressive taxes?
I mean, long term is flat tax, so let's go with that.
Wow. You think someone making fucking $20,000 in a year should be paying the same tax rate as someone making $10 million in a year?
Oh, that's what you're saying? Oh, my apologies.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Okay, then definitely progressive. Why? Where are you going with this, Dean?
Well, I mean, I was just curious on the argument that you're making because you were trying to counter what Parker up here was saying, insofar as the idea that we need to increase taxes for rich people to grant more cuts towards members of the low and middle class by saying, well, it is the case that rich people are already taxed more, right? Well, I'd say that the levels of income inequities in our country today are unsustainable for long-term productivity. And we need to grant a higher level of purchasing power to that average American, predominantly because of the mass amounts of inflation onset by the pandemic globally. And a good way to do that is by designing tax policy that alleviates a lot of the stresses on members of the low and middle class while not going into further debt as a country by either reducing our own spending or taxing those that are making more money. I think that our federal government has made it incredibly clear that they are not focused on the budget. They will not reduce their spending, and they will continue to add debt, meaning that for effective tax policy that alleviates the stress off of members of the low and the middle class, we should be increasing taxes on rich people.
Okay,
That's exactly
let's go over spending.
Offer.
Let's go over spending real quick. I'm not going to stay here for much longer because I don't want to take up too much time. Let's go over spending, right? So by year, right, Trump was lower.
No.
Besides 2020, take out 2020. That's a global pandemic. Okay.
If we just take out all of his COVID-related spending, he still spent more.
Dude, it was a global pandemic. Okay. Let's just.
I know.
Let's go over his first.
What did I just say? Repeat the words that just came out of my mouth.
Here, I'll tell you.
Take that out, he still spent more.
Yeah,
That's
Cody.
a lie.
So 8.4 trillion overall. He signed into law, right?
Okay.
4.8 trillion non-COVID related. For the Biden-Harris administration, 4.3 trillion overall, 2.2 trillion non-COVID related. First that mustache. You ask, oh, what's the source? Committee for Responsible Federal Budget. You can also reference what the campaign plans were likely to be. Donald Trump over 10 years, 7.5 trillion. Kamala Harris over 10 years, 3.5 trillion. So if you actually cared about fiscal responsibility, you'd look at the nonpartisan committee for the Committee for Responsible Federal Budget, and you'd obviously indicate that Donald Trump's tax policy and Donald Trump's debt would be tremendously worse for this country.
Okay. So that I don't know where you got those numbers from, but they're incorrect. I've looked them up.
I just
hundreds of
told you,
times.
Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget. I
Yes.
told you.
I know. Okay, but Trump
Feel free
spent
to
less than.
offer. Feel free to offer a competing source.
I have the numbers right. Trump spent
No.
under 1 trillion from 2016 to 2019. It was around 800
Where's that
billion.
number coming from?
The internet, dude.
Well, I mean, well, what's your source on the
Here, Trump deficit. And I'm talking about deficit, not what he spent, because he was able to pull in more money and create less of a deficit,
Yeah, this
right?
is gonna be debt spending. You know, like what they had to
So
do
I
with
think
that.
a lot of people get confused. So yeah, deficit then. We're talking about deficit. We're not talking about spending. I'm talking about what he added to the debt. He added less than 1 trillion per year from 2016 to 2019. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden added over
Also not true.
1.5 trillion.
What
It
you
is
said was
true.
just once again. What's your source?
The internet. Look up the deficit in 2016. Look up the deficit in 2018.
If you look, I'm telling you, if you look up Trump Biden debt-related spending, the first thing that pops up will be the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget, right, and it will indicate to you that apart from COVID-related expenditure, Donald Trump spent $4.8 trillion over 4 years.
Dean,
Meanwhile,
Dean,
Biden and
Dean.
Harris only spent $2.2 trillion.
Trump
Cody,
deficit.
Cody, what you're
2016.
misunderstanding fully is that Trump signed into law this. The level of debt added under the year doesn't mean that the president caused that, right? What we're saying is that the best way to indicate what they're responsible for is to look what they signed into law.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm going over our deficit. You're pulling that
Yeah,
away.
you're referencing pre-existing debts that were created by Trump.
actually-
Like, for
he's
example,
not.
the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act happened under the Biden-Harris administration, right? And that added to the deficit, right? When Biden didn't sign it into law.
Parker, that's not even what he's saying, because even if you just look at general spending, the number's higher for both admins, and he's saying that he spent less than $1 trillion a year. Like that's like you're giving him the benefit of the doubt here by assuming that he's pulling numbers from somewhere. Like no, like the numbers that are coming out of his mouth, it's just like an actual lie.
Yeah, well, he's not. So there is more debt accumulated under the Biden-Harris administration that was not signed into law by him. Does that make sense?
It does, but I'm telling you.
I know that's not what you're arguing, Cody, but I'm still manning your position, and then arguing against that because you're an idiot. Respectfully,
We're talking about the federal debt, right? That's what we're on that. Both of you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So the federal deficit in 2016 went up 800 billion. In
Okay, never mind. That is
2017,
what he's arguing. So when we isolate for what they signed into law, right? So we could like account for reoccurring expenditures set on by previous Congresses and previous presidential.
okay, but Dean,
administrations.
these are red herrings right now. You're talking
No,
red herrings.
it's not a fucking red herring.
You're trying to complicate this. That's what you're
No,
trying to do.
no,
That's what you do
Cody.
with most topics.
Hey, Cody, you're a dumbass. It's not my fault that I'm smarter than you. I'm trying to explain this to you in very simple to understand terms. Let me see if I could find it a way that is like more on your level. Okay.
Okay,
So
let's hear it.
let's imagine this. So there's a business, and every year it gets a new boss, right? And this boss has a lot of power, and they can buy things for the business and pay them off with loans over like 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, etc.
Let me just
Right.
simplify this for you
And
because I already know what you're going to say. You're
Shut
talking
up,
about
Cody. Shut up, Cody.
the bill
Shut up, Cody.
and the fact that
Shut
there's
the fuck
funds
up.
to 2030.
Metaphorically, shut up. Right, and after, right, like over 200 years of doing this as a country, there's a lot of reoccurring debts, right, that either have a particular time span to them, like 10 years, or are just like infinite. Like, for instance, when we increased our military budget in the 70s, we're still paying for that every single year. So when we are trying to determine which administration was better for the debt, we're going to be looking at specifically how much they added to it, right? And I mean, this is something that our government does as is. The Treasury makes these calculations, right? Like non or bipartisan committees in our Congress makes these calculations. A really good one of these committees that is bipartisan is the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget, right? And it is the case that Donald Trump simply spent more, right, while he is the executor of the executive branch of our government compared to Biden and Harris.
Okay, yes, I get that, but I'm telling you this.
Perfect.
He also brought in more money, dude. Like, it's not hard to understand that he contributed less to the federal deficit.
No, that's not true. So this is debt-related
Oh my
spending.
God. It
So
is
this-
true. I don't know how to tell you, dude.
No, because I'm giving you a source that says you're wrong. Okay, because when we're looking at debt-related spending, we're going to be accounting for increases in like generated like federal revenue, and it's also the case that he did nothing for federal revenue. So his Tax Cuts and Jobs Act adds less than $10 billion a year. That is so fucking minuscule.
That's completely
inconsequential,
incorrect.
and unimportant.
It's completely incorrect.
It's actually not. If you look up,
Okay.
right, 2017 macroeconomic effects tax reform, you'll be presented with a study by 2 Harvard professors, one conservative, one liberal. Well, they'll indicate that the TCJA only led to an estimated 0.02% increase in our GDP per year, right? And for every dollar increase in our GDP, there's about a 60 to 70% increase, right, in federal revenues, right? And when you factor in for these two things, right, the TCJA only led to about a $9 to $10 billion increase in federal revenues per year. And I fucking hate this conversation because I'm giving you facts, I'm giving you stats, I'm giving you logic, I'm giving you reason, I'm giving you my sources, I'm making them non or bipartisan, and then you're like, no.
So I just want to address everyone in the comments because you guys got to realize that Dean can be wrong on some things, and I have done hours of research on this sort of thing.
So then why can't you give a source?
Then why do you sound so fucking stupid? Cody, I'm actually genuinely serious. If you've done so much fucking research, there's
I'm
no
trying to
fucking
tell you guys,
way.
and you're just completely denying it. So I'm not.
Cody,
even gonna-
Cody,
let's
you're
talk about
not
something
even
else.
telling us. You're not even telling us.
I
What are
told
you
you what
telling
the
us? That's a
deficit
good
is.
point.
I
Rio,
told you
thank
what
you
the
for the $5
deficit
bucks
is,
over
and
there.
now you're ignoring it. So I'm
Appreciate-
just
appreciate
let's
the
talk about
galaxy.
something
Thank you so
else.
much. No, I already referred to this, right?
Let's
Just
talk about the no
because it
overtime
happened
tax,
under the
right?
administration does not mean it's caused by them. And you want to look at what they signed into law. I agree that accumulated debt under the Biden administration was higher. That was from pre-existing spending laws that were signed into office under Trump's administration.
Okay,
Dean
then why are
can
you
be
guys
wrong,
so
but he
worried
isn't.
about Trump's administration if he's not going to have any effect for the next 4 years, and it's all going to be Kamala and Biden's? Kamala and Biden's.
We
Yeah,
gave
because
you.
we're looking at the Committee for
Politics.
Responsible Federal Budget, what they signed into law, dude. Jeez.
Wait, and he will have an effect.